So just to play devil's advocate, like you were talking about these seminars that people go to, and a lot of self-help weekends and books that people read and stuff. Um, they tend to be temporary. They tend to, like, you go to it, you get on this high, you get all accomplished, and you're good for a couple weeks, and then you're back to your old programming, right? So with overcoming everything, just take me through the course and how that would be any different than just a quick fix.
Okay, well, the other part of the title of the program is Overcoming Everything, a self-guide to empowerment. That's what I wanted it to be, because I wanted people to understand that they're going to be able to work on this themselves to reach the level of success or achievement that they want for themselves. So what I did was I shot so many different topics. I did a lot of videos. Because if you're watching things and looking at the videos as I'm explaining something, it may trigger something within you to have you receive the information a little bit better. I have a few people in there that I work with as well to show how you might use some of the processes yourself. So I have a couple of people that I'm doing a private coaching session with, and it shows how some of the questions lead them to discovering their own answers. That's really what I want people to understand, that you do have the ability to do this. Years ago, I did another program called Finding Answers Within, which I didn't even know why I came up with that title, but it would also just amplified what I've always believed, that we do have the answers, we just aren't asking the correct questions. And you'll find that there's so many speakers. Tony Robbins is one. He talks about that quite a bit, about asking the correct questions, and most of the work that he does is based on that kind of principle. So in the program, I have it broken out into different aspects of who we are. How do we see ourselves? Because that's really determining how we're experiencing our lives. How do we see the world? Do we have a lot of stuff that we're not able to get over, a lot of regrets, a lot of things we did in the past? Do we have a lot of failures that are still getting over us? All of those things I talk about. I have videos that discuss them in certain degrees, and then I have processes to give you to work, or exercises to start to work through them and basically reframe them. And when I'm saying reframe, because I believe that, and this is the thing that people come to understand when they go through the program, nothing bad happened to you. That's really horrible for a lot of people to hear, and they will yell at me when they hear me say it the first time, until they understand why I say that. If you stop looking at horrible things that you think have happened to you and saying, these things did happen, yeah, they were bad, they were uncomfortable, but what am I supposed to get from that? What did I gain from that? How did I change as a person? How did I become more? Because that's always there. I'm saying this now. Anybody in the world can look up many, many stories of people who've had these horrible, tragedies or things that have happened and turned their lives into something magnificent.
You have been a very successful vocal coach for a long time.
Right.
And if you go online, if you talk to people, clients, and you come to Hollywood, people know who you are.
Right.
And how are you still going to be doing that? And if so, how has that path led you to here, and why now?
Good question, because there's so many things in that. Let me tell you. First of all, let's see how we can break it down. At 12 years old, I discovered that I had a little bit of a voice. I didn't know that before that, and so people pointed it out to me, and I thought, okay, well, let's go with that. I also understood that I didn't trust it, and I thought they were all crazy. I don't have any talent. I couldn't possibly do. So I started to recognize that there were things within me that I feared at that young age. So I thought, well, let me just keep going with this. And so I kept singing throughout school and college.